We saw the largest retail purchase of stocks in history, nearly $5 billion, just before the market collapsed 12%. Speaking of retail stocks, MicroStrategy. How has MicroStrategy fared on this news? Beautiful day for trading there. If you're intraday trading on your 15-minute charts, 25% move in a single day, closing above a major 50% level, but still below the 320 and a couple of other levels here. Now, I think this thing could go a little further, especially if Bitcoin gets up. I've said many times before, it seems very unlikely that it's going to break into a new all-time high. Other people have differing views there, but this is still playing out very, very similarly to last cycle, which is what we were having a view here of for the timing of the end of the cycle. Just something interesting to note. Doesn't mean we have to stick to this 100%, but you can see here, this was the 9 months from the top, gives us a date of around August 2025. Last cycle, February peaked for MicroStrategy. So that was in February 2021. Bitcoin peaked in November 2021. It also had a lower high in November, and that's where basically the bear market began from for BTC. And that's why I've measured this here. 273 days, basically in 9 months. And then we start to break these moves down a little, into smaller time frames. And it's extremely uncanny how it works quite similarly. Not exactly, but quite similarly here. This particular move was one of the largest moves here. Now, speaking of moves, we've got to get to BTC and looking at the overbalance in time and price. And I'll cover those off for the stock markets in future videos. Are we seeing a sustained rally here, a more confident change in trend, or is this just another news-based piece of manipulation from the president and then basically just gets faded out from that point? But back to MicroStrategy, low to low, 42 calendar days, because of course they don't trade on the weekend, which would be 29 trading days, 42 calendar days, lows, and you got these little double bottoms here, but this double bottom, 42 days. Okay, come across to where we are today, and the time frame from a double bottom low to another low here, roughly around 39 days. Pretty strong move away. Similar period, give or take a few days. This is about 4 years later, of course. And if this thing starts to break higher, then you've got a very similar double bottom pattern here again. So extremely uncanny how this thing continues to work out.